This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, go visit Librivox.org. Poem read by Eugene Pinto. For more information about Eugene, visit climber53.com. This here poem was written by Mark Twain and is in his book Roughing It and is called The Aged Pilot Man. On the Erie Canal it was, all on a summer's day, I sailed forth with my parents, far away to Albany. From out the clouds at noon that day there came a dreadful storm that piled the billows high about and filled us with alarm. A man came rushing from a house, saying, "Snub up your boat, I pray. Snub up your boat, snub up, alas, snub up while yet you may." Our captain cast one glance astern, then forward glanced he, and said, "My wife and little ones I never more shall see." Said Dollinger the pilot man, in noble words but few, "Fear not, but lean on Dollinger, and he will fetch you through." The boat drove on, the frightened mules tore through the rain and wind, and bravely still in danger's post the whip boy strode behind. Come board, the captain cried, "nor tempt so wild a storm." But still the raging mules advanced, and still the boy strode on. Then said the captain to us all, "Alas, 'tis plain to me, the greater danger is not there, but here upon the sea. So let us strive while life remains to save all souls on board, and then if die at last we must, I cannot speak the word." Said Dollinger the pilot man, towering above the crew, "Fear not, but trust in Dollinger, and he will fetch you through." Low bridge, all heads went down, the laboring bark sped on. A mill we passed church, hamlets and fields of corn, and all the world came out to see, and chased along the shore, crying, "Alas, alas, the sheeted rain, the wind, the tempest roar! Alas, the gallant ship and crew, can nothing help them more?" And from our deck sad eyes looked out across the stormy scene, the tossing wake of billows aft, the bending forests of green, the chickens sheltered under carts, in lee of barn the cows, the scurrying swine with straw in mouth, the wild spray from our bows. She balances, she wavers, now let her go about. If she misses, stays, and broaches to, we're all, then with a shout, "Hooray, hooray, avast, belay! Take in more sail, Lord, what a gale! Ho, boy, haul taut on the hind mule's tail! Ho, lighten ship! Ho, man the pump! Ho, hostler, heave the lead! A quarter 3, 'tis shoaling fast! 3 feet large, 3 feet! 3 feet scant!" I cried in fright. "Oh, is there no retreat?" Said Dollinger the pilot man, as on the vessel flew, "Fear not, but trust in Dollinger, and he will fetch you through." A panic struck the bravest hearts, the boldest cheek turned pale, for plain to all this shoaling said, a leak had burst the ditch's bed, and straight as bolt from crossbow sped, our ship swept on with shoaling lead before the fearful gale. "Sever the tow line, cripple the mules! Too late, there comes a shock! Another length and the fated craft would have swum in the saving lock." Then gathered together the shipwrecked crew, and took one last embrace, while sorrowful tears from despairing eyes ran down each hopeless face. And some did think of their little ones, whom they never more might see, and others of waiting wives at home, and mothers that grieved would be. But of all the children of misery there on that poor sinking frame, but one spake words of hope and faith, and I worshipped as they came. Said Dollinger the pilot man, O brave heart strong and true, fear not, but trust in Dollinger, for he will fetch you through. Lo, scarce the words have passed his lips, the dauntless prophet saith, when every soul about him seeth a wonder crown his faith. And count ye all, both great and small, as numbered with the dead, for mariner for 40 year on Erie, boy and man, I never yet saw such a storm, or one with it began. So overboard a keg of nails, and anvils 3 we threw, likewise 4 bales of gunny sacks, 200 pounds of glue, 2 sacks of corn, 4 ditto wheat, a box of books, a cow, a violin, Lord Byron's works, a ripsaw and a sow. A curve, the dangers grow, larboard, starboard, steady, so, hard a port doll, hellum a lee, haw the head mule, the aft one gee, luff, bring her to the wind. For straight a farmer brought a plank, mysteriously inspired, and laying it unto the ship, in silent awe retired. Then every sufferer stood amazed, that pilot man before, a moment stood, then wondering turned, and speechless walked ashore. End of poem.